When we got into this market, we said that the first thing we really need to do is to really put the resource and put the talents together to really understand what the customers are looking for. So we really need to go there to live what they have lived on a daily basis.
It's one thing to work in a lab and understand how a product works there. It's entirely different to see how a customer reacts to the way a product works in their environment.
Understanding their job and what it is that we can do in our products to make that better.
So the team takes that information and then we put world-class engineers on the project and we add some innovation to it, and then we cycle back with the customer. We bring the customer back in to confirm whether what we've done is really what they intended.
It was amazing to me the number of customers that we've actually talked to about the design and got input on the design that came up to me and said, I can't believe you did what we told you to do.
So I think they're really tuned in. And I think that's so important to any company, to tune in to the voice of the customer and to listen to what the technologists are saying.
Once you have observed their workflow, the challenges they are facing, it's actually not as difficult as we thought to come up with innovative products, because there have been a lot of needs have been ignored to a degree. We just went there to understand it, uncover it, and then we did something with it. That's the difference. We did something with it.
So to do that, you have to have people with the right kind of mindset for doing that work, and I think the management support and the ability to explore and fail at times.
Even if you had a good design on paper, you need to make sure that in the very beginning, the day one, you need to design it for manufacturability. So you don't have any variance for every single product you ship out of the door.
Design and manufacturing collaboration is critical. You have a concept during design, and we want to make sure that that's manufacturable. So a tightly linked relationship between manufacturing and design is key, because we're dealing with a tight time frame.
Because we are very early involved in the process, we also focus a lot on the quality, making sure that we bake the quality into the design of the process and also design of the product.
I think one of the other primary advantages we have at Carestream is that we have development facilities across the world. So what that enables us to do is effectively follow the sun. It's a paradigm that the industry uses in regards to being able to basically work 24 hours a day. It also is very important because different cultures have different expectations of our equipment. So it's essential that areas of the world are represented not only in the sense of where we sell the product, but also where we develop and test it.
Do you remember when they did the moon landing the very first time, and they're there in Houston, and you've got every sat ones down at the tables, and you've got people speaking from Texas, and you've got people speaking from Kennedy Space Center, and they're all linking together. It was akin to that. Over in Rochester, they're on the phone there. There's someone from Syracuse on the phone there, and I think there was someone from Texas as well dialed in as well. So there's all these people all dialing into my little machine back in Liverpool. And then the next minute we get one of the engineers on the phone, and all these people are coming together to make my machine work. I thought, wow, that's blowing me away. We've got one tiny little machine in the central Liverpool, and 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 miles away, all these people trying to make my machine work well.
We're all challenged to do more with less, and our technologists are challenged every day to be more productive and to do more with less staff.
We have people telling us that where they had maybe 3 systems before, they only need 1 or 2 today. So it's very, very important that we not only deliver the features that the customer wants, but we deliver the productivity and the business needs that the customer has.
Before we went to Carestream, we had 3 X-ray rooms using CR conventional imaging. I can take that all out and I can put in 2 X-ray rooms. We'll still do 66,000 patients per year, and instead of having 7 staff, I'll have 4. But I'm still going to turn around my 66,000 patients on time, with no waits, with nearly 50% less staff. You tell me that's not a good idea.
Whether they are from a university hospitals or from a teaching hospitals or from a community hospitals, outpatient centers or clinics, every customer is unique. That's where the flexibility of the hardware, the flexibility of the software. You need to have that in your design, so then you can change it when the environment changes, when customers' patient workflow changes, then you can change it as quickly as possible to support the customers.
Which really translates into greater efficiency for our technologists and productivity, but it's tremendous physician satisfier when they can look at an image right there on the console and get that information immediately, when they used to have to wait minutes. Minutes really translate not only to dollars, but it also translates into patient care.
We are dedicated to the X-ray business. We're dedicated to provide solutions to customers, and we're there at the point of sale, and we're there long after the point of sale in terms of maintenance of the equipment, and upgrading with features.
Because people buy your products not only because you have nice features, unique features, they are going to live with these products for 10, 15, 20 years.
We really take the role of it doesn't really matter where the problem is. If that solution isn't delivering the final result to the patient for patient care or the customer, then we don't leave the problem.
You know, sometimes that carries you through the rough times when you have to go back on the sales force and the trainers. And if you have a lack there, then that's a big problem.
They are always going to have issues. That's not the challenge. The challenge is when the equipment has issue, you need to make sure, we as a vendor need to make sure that we can have the quickest time to solve it, so there is minimum downtime from a customer perspective.
This particular room we've now had in place for in excess of a year. We got to a 6-month period, and as is my wont, I went back and I had a look at the downtime for this particular room, and we had 7 hours downtime in 6 months. Now this is a room that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's got a throughput of 33,000 patients a year. So to have a 7 hours downtime out of a half a year, that speaks volumes.
They have come to work in this company designing these types of products because they feel that they're making a contribution to society, if you will.
To me, focus is about attention to details in all aspects.
Seeing customers that are really excited to have the opportunity to use what you've developed. That's focus to me.
From my point of view, because I work in a plain film environment, a company that deals purely and simply with X-rays is good for me. They're a good team, they're well organized, and they feel like friends, you know.
So we get up every morning and you come to work, and it's more than just a paycheck. Perhaps there's going to be a better outcome as a result of the work that you do that day.
I have a 17-year-old son. He was playing sports. He was injured while playing sports. He broke his leg. And now I'm on the other side of the fence. I'm not the person providing the product, I'm the person providing the patient. So it was extremely rewarding for me to be able to walk through the process and witness our equipment being used in the care of my own son.
Focus means that you can be the best of the best.